Good morning. New day. We're going to do a little different stuff today. I got a new tripod, so I hope it helps the shaking and the angles some. We'll do a little more stopping and restarting so I can move it around. It's a little easier to get into places. We're going to go on a trip here in a minute. We're going to run down here to the junk pile and see if we can't repurpose some more steel. I think I got a couple more things I'd really like to get my hands on down there. We'll take the gator down there and go see if we can find some stuff. Might even look at another machine to try to steal some parts off of. And we'll come back and see if we can't get our engine carrier built for today. And maybe even get get the transmission put on the same carrier. It's a beautiful day. Heat's running right now just to knock the chill off in the building, but it is a beautiful day here. We may have to stop and do a little four-wheeler riding or something here in a little while. So, alright, well, here we go. Some of the things that the manager can put here in the shop. That's the biggest thing in this shop. What else we got here? Little two-stroke 50 Chinese four-wheeler. He's almost big enough to ride it by himself. Can't figure out where they're going. Oh, he's in the house. Dang it. He's having a blast. Now if we can just get him right by himself. So today I went and scavenged some parts, or I went and scavenged another go-kart frame, looking for some scavenged steel and stuff. So that's kind of what we're going to hit on today. I'm going to try to get this motor frame built and get the transmission frame built, and maybe, just maybe, we can get this thing set on here maybe today or tomorrow morning. We'll see what we can get done. You can hear my wife and youngin out in the background riding their Polaris. They seem to be having a blast. So I'm going to cut some of this stuff apart. I'm going to turn the camera around so you can kind of see what's going on, and we'll go from there. Okay, I'm going to try to walk through what I'm doing here. I'm going to cut the plates and stuff off of this go-kart, so we can use the plates to mount the engine transmission to. That way I don't have to try to find a piece of plate still. I'm going to just repurpose these. Can't repurpose stuff, what's the point? Turn it off. I didn't mean turn it off. Wind's blowing pretty hard out here. I don't know if you can tell it or not, but it is. See, we got that black stuff all over me. Alright, now let's see what that looks like, see what we can make that do. Alright, so here we are with these. So, what I'm going to try to do is, so this one come off that other go-kart and it's got stuff in it, and, or, you know, like I said, I'm trying to repurpose some of this metal, because what I'm really doing is I'm building it on a budget like, you know, anybody that's not going to have a lot of money, but could possibly have, access to the same stuff I've got. So what we're looking at doing is just as absolutely positively cheap as possible. I don't want to go too so cheap that I can't do certain things, you know, but I would really like to be cheap enough to where anybody can do it. And I mean, we're repurposing steel, and right now the frame, the buggy frame was given to me. I had junk four-wheelers that we had acquired, you know, through trading and this and that and other thing. So I had all the parts and pieces to take apart for the transmission, for the engine. You know, the engine come from a Polaris 500. The transmission come from an old school Polaris, chain drive, four-wheel drive chain drive. The old two-stroke one. So that's how I'm staying with the chain stuff. You know, that was my idea, to stay with being able to use a chain and sprockets, and instead of extending layout with that, I can tone it down and pack it in here and maybe make it as tight as possible. Probably have to change these shocks out, but the advantage is I have some. I've got some old Polaris shocks. We'll put I'll build brackets and leaflets and tabs and stuff, and we'll probably put them up here and maybe even down just a touch and give it a little more angle, the back end, give it a little more rise, and then I can go from up here. Well, I'll point over here where you can see it. From here, you know, we can do the this will give us a good soft ride. Well, I mean, it ain't gonna be a soft ride, but you know what I'm trying to say. So we'll put this in here like this and just see what it's going to look like. That's probably going to be real close to what I want. I might cut that off up there and we'll swap it around. See what that does. Because it's going to probably need to go right there. Right like that. That ain't a bad angle. Or do we want to turn it around and maybe use this red one for the motor plate? It's a little narrower, or a little shorter, I mean. What I'm looking at is being able to set it as far forward as I can and keep the swing of the swing arm. I don't know if you can see this bar right here. This light's in the way. Let's move the camera just a touch and see if we can get just a hair in here. So you can kind of see this bar right here. The travel in this is going to go to a point where I don't want the engine to hit this bar. If it does, I'm going to cut it out, tie it into this top bar, and then make a loop bar around the front or around the back to re-support it. So I don't want to do that because that's crush on the sides, you know. All them supports are there for a reason. So I'm hoping to get to put all this stuff back too, that cage that supports that motor, and then we'll go from there. Let's see here.
Dad,
Yeah.
my mom needs your help.
What for?
She's stuck.
Stuck?
Yeah.
Where's she stuck at?
Down at the hill.
Down at the hill.
Yeah.
Well, alright, we'll be back. Well, that's no big deal. She done got unstuck by the time I got there. So that's all good. So, I'm thinking, which ain't never good, by the way. That just sits up so high. I could go ahead and cut that battery box out. I might could put it underneath that. So the biggest thing is, I don't know why I'm worrying about how it's going to fit. The biggest thing is I need to put it together, put the motor on it, mount the motor, get all that where it needs to be, and then we put that carrier in here and make the cart fit the carrier. I think is what I really need to be doing instead of worrying about all this. Because this is all going to change anyway. I'm going to have to just bite the bullet and realize I'm probably going to cut this bar. I don't want to cut that bar, but I will. Ain't what I want to do, but I will do if I need to. So, alright, let me get things rearranged here since we've kind of got this plate on. And let me get things rearranged on the my homemade workbench fabrication table mess of stuff table over here, and we'll I'll turn it back on and we'll see about getting this thing mounted up and see what it looks like. All right.